Welcome back, everybody. We're in for another live stream on Huddle In. It's your boy Jared T123. Tonight, I am joined with James Garden. We are gonna get into it. James, super excited to have you on here, man. We've crossed internet paths like a million bajillion times. It's nice to finally get to talk to you in person. How you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm feeling good. We definitely have crossed paths many of times. So nah, this feels good. It feels probably like it should have happened a long time ago, but I'm happy it's happening now.
100%, bro. I'm with you on that. So we're gonna talk about a bunch of things tonight. Mostly centered around your new sound drop, uh, which just came out, called Comeback King. So I'm going to hear all about that, but we're going to talk about kind of like, what the Web3 journey's been like. I got some good news right as we started that you're a big, a big Michigan State fan. We can, no blue
No,
around here.
none of that over here.
We get in some other things, but let's get right into the drop. The timing seems to be like, I felt like everybody was dropping today. Not that that really matters when you decide to drop because you drop when you're ready type thing. But what went into the timing of this? And then I want you to talk about Comeback King because you had a nice write up about it actually on Sound. And for those that don't know, Sound.xyz, if you go there, you type in James Garden, you can collect it right now. It's 0.03 ETH until 25 editions sell. But yeah, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, so in retrospect, it's weird. Like I thought well one, I've wanted to drop on sound for a while. And at for a while, like I had dropped stuff maybe before the summer, and then I was like, I want to be way more intentional the next time I drop, and I wanted to lead to something else. And one of the things like about Web3 that just excites me is this idea of world building. Um, and so I think like the world I want to build, I think I have most of the bones for it. But uh because like I work way too many jobs, the time I thought was perfect ended up not being. So like I was interviewing someone at my job while it was dropping. So yeah, I mean that happens. But nah, I still think it's time. I'm excited now because I can continue to build that world on sound. And in Web3 at large.
So, but with this song specifically, like with Comeback King, like I said, you had a message behind it, and uh, I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but it went something along the lines of like you felt that you had maybe stepped away a little bit at a point in time, and then when you came back, that the traction wasn't necessarily there like you would have preferred for it to be. Um, and now you like you were saying, you wanna be intentional about this, wanna get
Yeah.
into it, this and that, but that's really kind of the message behind the song, and, like, is this something that you've carried kind of with you, kind of like, for lack of a better phrase, maybe a chip on your shoulder so you can overcome different things at certain times?
I mean, for sure, yeah. I think it's part of that, and then I think the other thing is that um I think when I first entered Web3, I was sort of like obsessively engaged, like
Mm,
and I think you have to dive in a sense to really learn and get immersed into the system. Um, but like for me, it was weird. It was weird to watch, and like I love seeing everyone succeed. But if I'm honest, it was weird to watch people like um what felt like past me, right? And so I think like I wanted to remind people I'm still here, and maybe it's still going to take a while to remind everyone I'm still here. Um and so I this is like the first step of the work of like I'm still here. I'm still excited about this tech. I still want to build with this. I still want to build community. Um and I yeah, don't forget about me. I'm still here. I'm still here.
yeah, I feel you, and, I agree with you, it's one of those things where, people have been talking about it a lot lately where there's, like, this kind of mental health thing that, like, people are kind of neglecting, like, just the kind of this always on type of thing as far as Web3 and, like, I think a lot of us forget, Web3 is not even everybody's life, right? Like you said, you work lots of other jobs, you're doing other stuff, so it's hard to pour that much attention into it all the time. But, I wanna say though, like, it you're gearing up, is it for, like, a bigger release? Is it an album that you're working on, or
Oh yeah. The album's done. And so like I guess to like it's not really like secret. Like a lot of it's built out. And so the whole thing is like I have this whole album. It's already recorded, mixed and mastered. All the songs have like this sort of anthemic feel. I've kind of like created this fake team, so it's the Sing City Toucans. And they are the citywide champs, and that's gonna be the name of the album. So yeah, this is like the entry point into it, and the goal is to like continue to build this world out and allow people to play and be a part of it.
Awesome. Yeah, man, so I have lots of questions about that. Real quick though, audio on your side is clipping just a little bit.
Okay.
If you need to, you can leave the stream and hop right back in. I can hold it down for you for just a minute.
Is it still clipping? Because I'm turning the mic down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the audio connection or what it is, but yeah, just if you hop out real quick, hop right back in. We'll keep it moving and
Okay.
we'll get right back into it.
Perfect.
Just me making silly faces on live stream. That didn't work. I need to make longer promo videos. For everybody that doesn't know, James was just having a little bit of audio problems. He's gonna hop right out, hop right back in just a moment. In the meantime, you're stuck with me. There are worse things, right? There are worse things, maybe. There you are. Can't hear you. Try one more time.
Still can hear me?
There you are.
Hear me? Okay. Perfect.
Gotcha. Cool. Speaking of Web3, you were part of one of the biggest, like craziest collaborations that like I think anybody's ever heard of it. It's Chaos, and I won't do it justice. You're going to give it a much better explanation than I would, considering you were in it. But can you explain to everybody briefly what Chaos was, and maybe more in depth what your experience was like with Chaos?
Sure. So like, Chaos is a part of the third camp, and so Song Camp is like it's described as a laboratory in Web3, experimenting with music and the tech all in once. What it was, I do believe it was 8 weeks. We were put into a band made up of and then each week you would get swapped. In those 2 weeks you had to create a song. And so that's the experience was crazy. Lab was like some really that like are killing it. Even like I did a record with Sad Alex, Jeff Milton, John. I forget John's last name, but John is just this really cool thing where joke around that Chaos is its own genre, because like in one band it was like me, founder is a guy who does primarily R&B and did country, and so we found a way to meld all those together. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy because there's so many different moving parts, right? So it's a head, and somehow we pulled off this record while making it, and had this whole lore of like the goddess Chaos. Fun, like yeah, that was probably like that was the most exciting thing. I really want to like lean into collaboration a lot more.
Yeah, that's super dope. By the way, real quick, are you hearing me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, we're all
Is
now.
it my?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the internet connection. What we'll do. So we got Jackie in the background. Jackie, let's kill the whole stream, and then James, let's all hop back into it again, and let's just try to reset the whole connection here real quick.
Okay.